double killer, bringing flavor to you. Deliver heat each week like it was catered to you. If it's real, best believe we gon' relay it to you. If it ain't the truth, I guarantee we ain't gon' say it to you. We use mics like girls use dildos. We gon' keep it coming till it's pouring out your ear holes. Orgasms, yeah, we been giving them. Them trash cans you listen to, get rid of them. Yeah, cause they don't sound like us. And if they do, then they don't break it down like us. They don't clown like us, get around like us. We from the city, but they don't go to town like us. The flavor we've been kicking is what you've been missing. Although it's free, we gon' make you pay attention. And there's one more thing that we forgot to mention. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and then listen. Bootleg Cable Podcast, flavor in your ear. Bootleg Cable Podcast.
We keep, you know what I'm saying? Like I heard Doja Cat, and then I heard this other song today. Somebody was playing. It was rapping to that wake my way around town. It was like, bitch, I got Joe, man, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was on some shit like that. This young lady that work at the JLB, she's playing it, and I'm just like, yo, this is. We're really like feeding into people's random impulses. The random stupidness that people do is what's considered entertainment these days.
It is, man, and it's sad, bro. It's really sad, and even though, like, you know, kind of referring back to the Doja Cat song, I like the song, right? I think it's a cool little clever song, but it ain't something that I'm gonna ride around bumping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and like you just said earlier. Like anybody could have did that, right? Yeah. But she just like the formula is she's a good looking chick. She's shaking her ass in the video. Anime titties is bouncing in the back, and yeah, I mean, hentai titties is bouncing in the back, and it's stupid.
Exactly. So it's like it's meant to. I can look at it and smirk and smile, but like I'm not sharing this. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This is not the thing. Like, I'm not saying like she hot or she dope because of that. Like, I'm not giving her. Like, I'm not taking nothing from her, but I'm not giving her nothing either. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, and I feel like we're in a time now where people are getting stuff for doing this. Like, is that what it is? Like, should I just be mad random and do shit online and whatever catches?
It seemed like that's the way to roll, man. Like nowadays, artists aren't built. We kind of just stumble on them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
like I was talking to somebody. We was talking about different viral cats that's out right now.
It's a viral life.
Fat Boy SSE, Haha Davis, Jesse Wu. Like all of these people is just like, yo, they. Like, I'm not saying that they're not talented, that they don't have talent. Yeah. But we just kind of stumble upon them. They just kind of stumble upon fame. It wasn't like, all right, let me work at this and let me, you know, become this or whatever. It's just like, all right, I'm down on my luck. Let me make a couple of funny videos, and they just happen to be funny, and people happen to like them. Let me just keep on making them.
And then after a while, like for real, like after a while, like, you know what I mean? Some of them, like, yo, people start sharing them a lot and all this. And I'm like, yo, I'm seeing these dudes playing the same angle. I'm like, all right, bro, all right.
Yeah.
You gonna ride this one out. You gonna get this. You gonna get what's at the bottom of that fucking toothpaste bottle, ain't you? you gonna squeeze that one out, ain't it? Like, come on, bro.
Even the cat that I sent you the video about, the whole Mr. James dude.
He's still going at it?
Still going at it.
Nah, and I can't see how that could go that long, bro.
It's funny. It's still funny, but it's just kind of like, all right, dude. What else can you do? It can't. It's like, yo, what else can you do,
that's
bro?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes, like, if I I mean, part of me, I'm jealous.
Sugar daddy to sugar mama.
I'm jealous. I'm definitely jealous. I'm 1000% jealous. Because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my man said then we was clowns in high school, bro. We was like, if somebody put a camera on us back then, we'd
probably been viral now. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like these dudes get to eat off of that. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all ain't really doing that. Like, we was killing that. Get out of here, yo.
For real.
Come on, man. Like, yo.
You're right, man.
It's like, come on, man.
Hey, man, I know we ain't really get to start off the podcast, but y'all already know what it is, man. It's P Double.
Yeah.
Boy, Keyall, episode 91. Episode 91, 2091, man.
Yeah. 91 was a good year, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, come up from Jamaica in 91 still. You know?
All right. Big up.
From Jamaica, come up here in Pandora.
Big up all the Jamaicans and everybody, man.
Big up all of y'all, man.
Salute to y'all, especially a couple of you. I know y'all comment, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, yo, shout out to all the first time listeners. Please go ahead and give us a chance right here. This is Bootleg Cable Podcast. Welcome, and let us entertain you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How was your week, bro?
Week was love, man. It went by kind of quick, It's my birthday week coming up this weekend and all that. So, I mean, I have no idea what I'm getting into, fam. I don't know.
That's what's up.
Yo, it's hurting that I don't know. Like it's like I'd rather just kick it with my kids and do something like that.
I think we getting to that age where that like
it's sad though.
I don't think so.
No, I don't feel sad, but it's like at the same time I don't yearn for nothing else. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
You know what? The problem I have with birthdays.
Yeah.
Especially, I think this happens more on the women's side. I think with dudes, as dudes, as we get older, it's just kind of like, all right, it's my birthday, bro. Like, what you doing? I don't know, man. I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear. You know what I mean? If you going out to the club or whatever, you know what I mean. But I think women tend to make their age seem cooler than it is.
Oh, okay.
So the women either do one or two things. Mm-hmm. They either turn 25 for the rest of their life, or they go extra hard, like, yo, I'm looking better than all these bitches
at 20.
At 30, whatever.
Yeah,
at 40, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they try to stunt on people on people of the same age to say, yo, I'm doing this and I got this going on and and
go ahead,
30's the new
win.
20 and 40's the new 30. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Let them win, man. Let them win. Whatever win y'all want to celebrate, man, as long as you ain't walking around the house moping. Like, yo, go ahead and get your confidence up and feel as popping as you want to.
My thing is, yo, man, and the problem I have with that, because I wake up every morning.
Yeah.
I'm 35.
Yeah.
Am I 35? 35?
So,
yeah. I'm 35.
You're old when you start forgetting what age you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wake up every morning, especially like after I done worked out or something, your boy started hitting the gym. Nigga, I done worked out 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago, and I'm still waking up like,
them sores.
Still rolling up out of the bed like, yo, man, a couple of years ago, 2 days, a day or two, I'm good.
Yeah.
Now, 5 days later after my workout, I'm still sore. Like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I know a lot of these women ain't happy about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still waking up with the same, like, I gotta get up out of the bed, just like everybody else that's 35 and up.
It doesn't matter. My skin still glow more than you bitches. You know what I'm saying? Her titties still standing up higher than y'all hoes.
It is what it is, man.
About, man. Yeah. So how was your week, man?
My week was pretty good, man. I was at work, and sometimes, like I said, I work in healthcare. I'm an X-ray tech, right? And you try to be positive with people because you're dealing with a lot of people that's injured and hurt, and you know what I'm saying. Something wrong with everybody that you're doing X-rays on, right? Yeah. So sometimes, you try to be a little positive and like, I don't know, when I go to get patients and stuff, I try to lighten up my voice a little bit, right? Because people say my voice deep or whatever the case is. So
man,
it's like, hey, good morning.
Get your white on a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. What's going on?
Like Kyle, how are you? I'm doing good too. We ain't really tripping. Yeah.
So I try to add a little extra air to the voice to lighten it up for people or whatever. Hey, what's going on? How you doing today? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, because they just like, I got to go for x-rays. Hey, what's going on? I had this lady out doing a neck x-ray on her. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. How you doing? My name is Mark. She, it's a terrible day. Oh, fuck. All right, I'm sorry to hear about that. Like, what's going on? Like, what could I do to help you out to make it better? Yeah. Oh, I got this catheter and I had this neck surgery and now I'm pissing on myself and this, that, and and it just
oversharing now.
Well, my mother-in-law died yesterday and my sister died 2 days ago, and I'm just like talking to her. I'm just like, like I'm just sinking into the ground, like, yo, God damn.
At the end, you just want to be like, well, since it all sucks, fuck it, right?
Like, yo, I'm trying to talk to you.
Like, there's no good advice you can give her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just say the most generic thing and keep it moving.
I ain't been back to work in a month.
And,
you know, my kids don't want me to do nothing, and I got a husband at home that's holding me down, and
I shouldn't have been this warm. Why was I this warm for? Now I gotta listen to this.
It's like, well, you know, you got to keep a positive attitude, and just it'll get better. You know, I got an appointment to make sure I can't see if I can still piss on myself because I got this Foley catheter.
Listen, lady, put your feet on this chair. Let me push you. Come on, cut it out, cut it out. But yo, speaking of white voices, man, like, or you know, your proper voice. Yo, who did the white voice better? Like, was it Overton? Not Overton, right? That was what was in Living Single? Kyle, right?
Kyle was Overton was on Living Single too.
But I'm saying Overton. Kyle was the proper dude.
Kyle was super.
So
proper.
was it Kyle? Was it Carlton, or was it Braxton Hartnebrig? Like who
Braxton?
Braxton had the better one.
Hell yeah.
Braxton Hartnebrig had the best white one.
Broham. Yo, Braxton, dude, he was one of the most. I want to say underrated, but he was one of the dopest sidekicks on any show, man.
Right. But the thing was, he didn't kick off like that. Like we didn't
hear nothing from afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, Carlton didn't really. He did stuff, but you know, he didn't really do nothing after.
Wasn't Braxton like a gangster in a movie or something like that afterwards?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think so. We one of them made for TV BET movies. I feel like it was a.
Was it made for TV?
I feel like it was one of those.
I was like, damn, is that Braxton?
Yeah. But yeah, I think the White Voice Award goes to Braxton Hartnebrig, man. He killed that one.
Definitely, man.
Bro.
So I was sitting here during the week. I was looking at some shit, man. And I was listening to some old songs.
Yeah,
listening to some Nas, some Busta Rhymes, some Redman, some Eminem, and I was just like, yo. I remember when hip hop artists had logos, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm talking about is like every single album, their name is written the same way.
Yeah.
So if y'all could think of it, I would say Redman is probably and I guess that's probably because that's my favorite artist or whatever. But that come to mind first, or even Nas.
Yeah. Like
pretty much every album, Nas' name is written, with the big N, small A, and then the big S coming from the A.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Does any artist these days do that?
I don't know if these days they're doing that. I would have to look into that. I didn't really think to compare it to today's time when he originally sent me that. But I was mostly looking at all the other artists out there that had it, and just thinking about who had the most popular ones. But I don't know if people of today have it. I'm pretty sure somebody does.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Like I was looking, and nowadays, Pusha T, for example, right. Even though Pusha T is kind of a yesteryear artist, that kind of, but his name is the Daytona album. His name ain't even on the cover. Yeah, just a picture. Kanye West, his name been written different ways.
Yes, yeah.
I guess Jay-Z, his name been written different ways.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like.
Well, Jay-Z's around the same, I feel like.
What, the way his name is written?
And J. Cole is still just a standard font. I don't really see J. Cole.
Yeah, remember one time he had the what it was, the something over the I, or the O was like a.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? But he went away from that though.
Right, yeah.
So like I wonder like why is it that these artists nowadays are not doing that anymore? Like when was that art lost? Outkast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look like a little Cadillac symbol.
Yeah, man. I mean, the most popular of them all, Wu-Tang, man. Like that's a stapled logo, man.
They don't own that though.
They don't. That's sad. They don't.
Nah.
Who owns that?
Somebody else owns that shit. It's like, I forgot who it is that owned it, but
I think it was some dude that like went to jail, did the logo for him, and came back out, and then they bought it from him.
From what I heard, I think the dude's name is Mathematics. Y'all hip hop heads correct me.
Yeah.
But I think Mathematics, who's one of the producers for Wu-Tang, created the logo.
Yeah.
But they don't own it. Mathematics don't own it. RZA don't own it. None of them don't own the logo. So like whenever they use it, I think they have to get permission to use it.
Yo, that's sad, bro.
Yeah, ain't it?
That's sad. That's sad to know, man. I'm sorry I brought that up, man.
So
even Mobb Deep logo was Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre has a way of how he writes the DR and then the full stop Dre. It's always that generic, you know what I'm saying, way. Snoop Dogg with the over cursive. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Eminem bit off a Redman with the backwards E.
Redman is the backwards E. I think
Redman's the upside down A.
Yes, upside down A.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, I was just looking into it, man. I was just thinking about different logos and stuff because even when we came up with ours, you know, I know you had certain things in mind when you created our logo or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I feel like it's downplayed now to have how dope it is.
You had a lot of influence on our logo too, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I mean, we definitely went back and forth. It was creative. It was a creative process, but
shout out, recognize our logo, man. Yes, that is a cable splitter. You know what I'm saying? Made into a character. So shout out to Bootleg Cable Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Recognize our logo. Look for us on t-shirts and hats coming soon to you.
Definitely, man. So I I feel like it makes you recognizable on a different level.
Yeah, but I feel like the rappers of today is not built to last. They're not built for longevity. So, you know what I mean? They're here today, God tomorrow. They're not a brand anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most popular artists out there, I'm surprised don't have that recognizability with his logo is Drake. Drake doesn't have a logo, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why
I guess he does with the OVO. Like it's still
well, OVO has a logo,
right? But that's still, you know.
But I'm talking about his name specifically.
His name specifically, no. But yeah, he's still part of a brand that belongs to you. You know, so he said he gave the logo to brand it for him. Tell that brand it for me.
Yeah, man. So I just thought that was interesting, man, to think of a lot of the cats that we grew up with.
Yeah.
That had the dope logo, like you just see it in a you could just see the Wu-Tang logo by itself in an ad in a magazine back in the days and just be like, yo, oh shit, what's coming? Yo, you seen the Wu-Tang?
I love the logo more than I love the group, bro. Like, everybody from our era has drawn that logo.
Oh hell yeah!
He drew that logo on everything.
Hell
man.
Yeah. I had a homeboy back in the days. R.I.P. to him. My homeboy Jamal Mackey. He got a tattoo. He got a tattoo with the Mackey, his last name.
He flipped it.
Flipped the upside down Wu-Tang and made it an M, like how Method Man did the shit.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, man. R.I.P. Shout outs to the homeboy Jamal, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Aaron Hernandez. Back in the news a year later. Recently it came out that Aaron Hernandez, what was it? He wrote a suicide note. And in the suicide note, he basically shot out some rappers.
Damn.
In his suicide notes, right? So I don't know exactly why this is making news, but it's kind of interesting. So he shot out Jay-Z. He shot out Meek Mill,
Rick Ross.
Kevin Gates, Rick Ross, and all of that stuff. So I was just like, why are they bringing this out right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it this important for a year later to bring this out? So then I figured out the lawyer is coming out with a book with the whole situation.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself now, in that note, Aaron Hernandez said he didn't want it to get to the media.
Yeah.
So he wrote the suicide note, one to his daughter, one to the fiance, wife, girlfriend, and the other one to the lawyer. And he's like, he didn't want to get it out to the media again.
Why do you think it is that he didn't want to get it out to the media?
I think that the media would try to draw connections to his violence and the artists that he listened to. So I think that the media tends to make a lot of shit negative, especially when it comes to black people.
Yeah.
And I think that they would have drawn those correlations, like, oh, he listened to a lot of hip hop, and this is the reason why he did this, or this is the reason.
I could draw that correlation with Kevin Gates. Fuck it. Bruh. Something about that dude, man. Ain't nobody should be listening to that man, dog. Nobody should not be listening to Kevin Gates, bro. Yeah, I understand he can rap. I understand he's super creative, bro.
Yeah.
That man different, bro. Something about that dude different, bro.
You see the last interview where he's like, nigga, don't touch me. You seen that shit? Like, dude,
nah, I didn't see it,
say
though.
I'm talking to you, and I'm just like, yo, man. He was like, yeah, don't touch me. He just kept on.
Something wrong with dude, man. I'm telling you, something wrong with cuz, bro. Yo,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I remember I warned y'all, man.
Got some issues.
Something
man.
wrong with cuz, man.
No, but like, if you was these artists, if you was Kevin Gates, if you was Meek Mills, if you was Jay-Z, and you heard that this dude mentioned you in his suicide letter, how would you feel about your music? Because he was like, yo, y'all got me through some tough times.
Apparently not. They didn't get him to it. Wait, which song was you listening to? They need to release his playlist.
So y'all got
I need Aaron Hernandez's playlist, dog. I want to find out which songs push them to the edge, bro.
You said that. You said that they got him through some tough times, man.
Nah, bro. They didn't, bro. He ain't make it.
So
how you gonna tell me I got you through some tough times
in
a note that you go like as you're contemplating
killing yourself?
Kill yourself.
Irony, boy.
Yeah,
there's definitely a lot of irony in it.
You know, fuck me up, man. If I was Jay-Z and any of them people, man, I'd be like, man, fuck this nigga, man. I'm disconnecting I'm not even gonna reply to this. I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
Okay,
I'm gonna sweep it on the rug. I'm gonna pretend like it didn't happen.
Okay, so I mean, we spoke about Aaron Hernandez
yeah.
back when the situation was going on, but what's the difference between, like, say, Aaron Hernandez and any other violent criminal that's celebrated versus like El Chapo? You know what I'm saying? This dude is celebrated.
Yeah.
Gotti. And the list goes on. You know, Alpo and all the, well, they say Alpo was a snitch. I don't know, but a lot of these hood dudes that, you know, Big Meech, all of these cats, like all of these cats is celebrated. And is it safe to assume that even though he didn't get locked up for it, is it safe to assume that Big Meech probably killed somebody or got somebody killed?
I don't even want to comment. I'm scared out here in this real world. But let's just go.
I think the Big Meech.
Yeah, but
Larry Hoover.
I think if had Aaron Hernandez not killed himself, I feel like he would be celebrated by hip hop. I feel like eventually, you know what I'm saying, there would be a couple, you know what I mean, I'm Aaron like Hernandez lines. You know what I'm saying?
Laura Bencroft.
Yeah, you know. They gonna be a couple, you know what I'm saying?
Airing it out like Hernandez. Yeah.
They gonna be a couple.
Fabulous will probably say some shit.
Yeah,
like
man.
That.
They gonna be a couple lines made, you know what I mean? But, you know, now that he killed himself, they're just gonna stay away from it.
Yeah.
But I feel like there'll be a couple lines made, you know what I mean? I feel like hip hop would celebrate it. Hip hop celebrates the bad guys, bro.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but that's what it is with hip hop, man. We celebrate the bad guys. Celebrate the ones that's, you know what I'm saying, bold enough to do it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he would and he did. You know what I mean? So,
he was about that.
He about that life, bro. Even when it came to himself, bro.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I thought it was a little interesting how, you know, he brought up the hip hop artist in a suicide letter.
Yeah.
And,
yo, listen, y'all don't write bootleg capable. Don't put me in nothing. I don't want to be a part of any of that, man. I don't, man. What we got up next? Is it
the whole Joe Budden situation?
Yeah, he's speaking of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Transitioning to that. Like that dude, Joe Budden, you know what I'm saying, from back when he was on the Envy mixtape, so he was on, you know what I'm saying, the DJ Clue, the Green Lanterns back in the day when we was
Green
copping
Lantern.
It's the Green Lantern. When we was copping mixtapes, man, back when he wasn't Joe Budden, man, we knew him as Joe Buttons. You know what I mean? Like, that dude kind of, like, yo, he was somebody I championed, man. He was somebody I rooted for a long time. But even when he got into that dark, like, I'm about some suicidal joints, I was like, ew. Yeah, like, I don't bring that into my world, bro. You keep that to you. But you know what I'm saying? But yo, let's lead off into that, man. Yo, Joe Budden, man, what's going on with him?
All right, so Joe Budden right now is basically the biggest name in podcasting. Hold on, let me get back to the article. My bad. Yeah. So it says the article from the New York Times is called "How Joe Budden Became the Howard Stern of Hip Hop." Yeah. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in this article it said something about his podcast being #1 on iTunes. Yeah. So it didn't say hip hop specifically.
Yeah, they said iTunes. I think
#1.
I think even the way they worded it was like almost seemed like it was by far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even though like sometimes I check the plays on SoundCloud because I got them on SoundCloud and also I follow them on YouTube. Yeah. And I check the plays after a week on SoundCloud, and every week it's like up in the 300,000s. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, like is that many people really listening to this dude?
Well, SoundCloud is kind of tricky because you know what I'm saying, like his podcast be like 2 hours, even the last episode was 3 hours long. So if you go back, if you pause and go back and pause and go back, you think your one listener could count for 10. You know what I mean?
You think that's how they're doing it though?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Because I start it and like I'll stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, and if you open it back up,
it'll continue kind of be the same.
Oh, you're right. You know
what I'm saying?
If you close the app out, like if you fling it off your screen, then when you go back to pick it up, it's not going to be there. It's going to start over.
But I assume that it'll be like that on pretty much any platform.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's still. I think I'm playing with semantics. Yo, he got his numbers. He's getting his numbers.
Definitely.
Yeah, he getting his numbers. Yeah.
So they went through this. They pretty much went through his whole life story. They threw in the article.
They had to throw it in there.
They threw some shots at him.
Yeah.
It's like, let me poke him a little bit. Yeah. During the article and all of that. So it says #1 podcast on iTunes music charts. 5 spots ahead of NPR standard bearer All Songs Considered. The Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Mal is produced at a friend's house in Queens, blah, blah, blah. So they go through his whole life story.
Still ain't mentioned Parks. Damn, Parks. You ain't feeling over it yet? Yeah, I'm gonna start a podcast while with y'all, man. Y'all, Parks. Parks, bro. You ain't getting the look, bro. You ain't getting the love, man.
What's going on, man? They don't appreciate you over there, bro.
Appreciate you over there, yo.
Your off-screen ass.
Yeah. Holla at us, man. Come on, man. We want let us sit underneath them paintings, man. We got an extra slot on the couch for you. You can have Mall seat. You gonna be in the video.
If you don't want your co-host hiding you from the videos, come over here to Bootleg Cable Podcast. Right. He doing his thing, dude, and me and you been fans of his for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe even subliminally, he probably one of the reasons why I started podcasting.
Nah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I feel like it is. I feel like he's the first podcast I ever listened to. Yeah. And he's the reason why I hit you up and was like, yo, you should do a podcast. You know what I'm saying? When I stepped to you and you was like, yo, I already have one, bro. I ain't know at the time. But, you know what I'm saying? Listening to him, I felt like, yo, so you're definitely somebody that's opinionated yourself. Yeah. And you belong behind the mic, man. So
True. So how do you feel about, I guess, us podcasters? What's the importance of us, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was reading something about the whole podcasting situation, and basically they were saying that the reason why a podcast is more important, is real important right now, is because you get unfiltered opinions from real people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I don't like Tekashi, if I don't like Joe Budden, if I don't like Rory Mal, I could, man, fuck them niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you watching a radio host or something like that, you're not gonna get that real raw.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a level of perversion I feel like that's happening in the podcast world, and it's really kind of irritate me, and I'm looking for a way for us to even move away from it. I really like, you know what I'm saying, this is, first of all, shout out to Joe Budden. Like I said, I've been a big fan of the man, you know what I'm saying, definitely. Watching his grind, you know what I mean, watching his ups and downs, you know what I mean, watching the world try to kick him while he was down, you know what I'm saying, one hit wonder ass nigga, but you know what I'm saying, like, been a true fan. That's been me, and to see him win, you know what I'm saying, I'm all about that. And you know what, it don't hurt that he always kept a bad one with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like, yo, if he was taking all them L's he was taking and he have a bad one with him, I think he'd be done and out. But Kaylin, Sin,
yo, and all the others, Rosa Acosta,
yo, he always kept a bad one with him, bro.
And all the others we don't know about.
Yeah. God dang it, boy. That boy there. Yeah. So, yo, that's what kept you afloat,
I used to be like, yo, how?
And it's not even like females that you would smash. It's like females that I want to. Like, nigga, I want to, bro.
Would you smash that? Yeah, maybe. Nah,
nigga.
I want to.
I want to, fam. Yeah. So that helped. Definitely helped. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, all that stupid shit you doing, but I got a bad bitch too. You do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all right, back to what I was saying though, like I see a lot of content creators nowadays, quote unquote, covering content creators, and we're shouting out Joe Buttons right now, so it's okay.
Yeah, but
I've been seeing people, you know what I'm saying, taking content from, like, let's say i.e. Breakfast Club, or taking content from i.e. Joe Budden's podcast and commenting on content creators, and I'm like, I want to get to a space where we're just creating content on our own, man. Like, yo, I just want to evolve away from that. I feel like, yo, podcast is popping up everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? A podcast is like, you know what I'm saying, a new mixtape. You know what I'm saying? My mixtape's fire. Check out my mixtape. You know, like, I don't want to be that, man. I want us to be, you know what I'm saying, more on the creative side and pushing the envelope forward, you know what I'm saying, as far as content goes, and putting out our own content and our own angles, and, you know what I'm saying, just shit that, you know what I mean, nobody else is coming with, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, like, Joe Budden's, yo, because he was, like, the godfather of this. He started the podcast, in 2015. Like, 2015, like, yo, most people just heard of the podcast in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man was on it since then, and just imagine, like, the rough ground, like, you know what I mean, our starting.
And even before that, he had the whole Joe Budden TV situation and all that. But go ahead. Yeah,
but imagine, you know what I'm saying, like, our startup is like, it's been rough, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, picking up some subscribers slowly and all that. There's been times you're like, man, should I keep going? You know what I mean? So I could imagine he went through all that and persevered, and, you know what I'm saying, pursued, and, you know what I'm saying, came to where he's at today, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, we're not afforded the luxury of having a celebrity to our name prior to getting in the game, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So he had that going for him,
and that's hard, man. And that's hard, and that's something that me and you we talk about that a lot off air, so to say. And it's rough to basically build this shit from the ground up, man. So shout outs to them, you know, 100 to 150 people that check us out every week. Man. Real like, shit, yo, man. We really, really appreciate y'all.
Nah, that's real.
Because if you really think about it, like, yo, we sitting here talking like, yo, man, you doing this shit every week. For 100 and something people. Like, y'all got almost 3,000 subscribers. But consistently,
it's about
100 to 150 of y'all really check out the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, we take, like, for example, right now it's what, 9:34 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to work in a little bit. My man just came off work, and we here night shift, doing a freaking podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of back room, behind the scenes,
man. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for us, bro.
No.
ain't no it's me's going on around.
No. I ain't saying to make nobody feel sorry for us. I'm just saying that it's not a glamorous thing to try to get into.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? It's a grind.
It's a grind. It's definitely a grind. But like I said, man, you know what I mean? I'm looking for ways for us to keep pushing the envelope forward, and, you know what I'm saying, be more of on the evolution side of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, to see Joe Buttons get a bag off of this, you know what I mean? Like, he might be one of the first to get, like, this kind of a bag as a podcaster. Oh, no.
Maybe on the hip hop side.
No.
Joe Rogan?
Not Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan got a bag off of his, but Rap Radar. Yeah, when they went inside with
Tidal
and all that.
I think he's definitely bigger than Rap Radar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And Nori got his bag off of Revolt.
He did too.
Yeah. But he launched his whole career over again.
Yeah, he did. He
Nori'd.
Remix. Remix.
That man went. Yeah.
So how you feel about Budden taking his podcast to Spotify and pretty much being a Spotify exclusive? So they say that you can get all the back episodes right now on Spotify, but starting a certain date, it's going to be exclusive to Spotify, the audio only. So he's not going to be on SoundCloud anymore.
Yeah.
It's going to be strictly Spotify and also YouTube, I think, like a day later.
Okay. I feel that. I mean, that's pretty much what it's been anyways. Spotify is still free. You can still listen to it for free. You're just going to have to deal with the commercials in between.
True. So with that, do you think that I'm not sure if they put this out there or not, but do you think that it's going to be like you got to be that paid tier to listen to his podcast?
No.
Because certain things on Spotify, like you can listen to certain artists, like I could go and I can listen to Drake on Spotify, but I can't go to the album and play each song the way I want to play it unless I'm a paid subscriber.
Nah, I think you're gonna be able to listen to the podcast directly on Spotify. It's just gonna have more it's gonna have ads on it.
Gotcha.
So not more so as that they're doing, or they're not gonna be there speaking on there. Buy razors from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just gonna be those ads that just pop in the middle of your podcast.
You think with that, is he gonna lose subscribers for that? Is he gonna lose listeners?
Nah, because I mean, like,
I know Spotify is the biggest streaming site right now.
We spoke, man. I mean, we spoke of being fans of certain people before, you know what I mean, and people that fan out. And I gotta admit it, man. This dude is somebody I've been a fan of for a long time. Like, I'm gonna follow him to Spotify, bro. I'm going to, and I could imagine anybody else would too as well. You know what I mean? Just like when he went to Everyday Struggle and he did that. You know, you just hey, listen, I appreciate his points of views. You know what I mean? So you don't follow it. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So hey man, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the fact that he got a bag not only for himself, but he got it for his boys, man.
Definitely.
That's some real shit right there.
Yeah,
so,
definitely, man. Loyalty.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
And also the whole Howard Stern comment. That was a comment made on the actual podcast by his manager Ian. That was like, yo, you got, watching you guys, it was just like watching Howard Stern start up. You know what I mean? Like, you remind me of that. And so whoever listened to the podcast for sure and took that,
put it in an article
and composed their article.
Hey man,
but do we compare him to Howard Stern? Like,
no, because Howard Stern, he used to do a lot of stuff specifically for attention. I think Budden and their podcast, they do stuff. It's organic.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Howard Stern used to get midget porn stars, and
I think that was like towards the end though, like towards like after he got
Beetlejuice, and
it was like How to Keep It Rocking. It was like that was.
But then he used to do stuff like that in the early days too.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was always on some like super duper wild stuff.
Yeah.
That was just like, yo, it looked like Howard Stern, like freaking Tekashi followed Howard Stern's blueprint. You know what I mean?
Man,
and took it into into music. So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
his whole situation was, yo, I'm gonna do this craziness on the radio, and then they started filming it. It used to come on what channel that was, E or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think the comparison is not really a good comparison, but
sure.
Hey, when you talk about popularity, and especially in the hip hop game, like you said, his opinion is really well respected, and hopefully our opinion is gonna be well respected the same way that his is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we on the grind, man, and we've been doing this now for 91 episodes. What he said? What's that? 91 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Going on like 2 years then.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah. So Nicki Minaj out here still going hard. And if y'all ain't know, Nicki Minaj was wilding out talking trash about Travis Scott and how he ain't got the #1 album. Charlamagne gave her Donkey of the Day, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But I guess she has some kind of podcast or something going on, or Queen Radio. I don't know what word.
Got y'all, man. Yo, shout out to my girl Danielle, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? This is a thought process that we both came together, but she put the word to it, man.
Okay.
I think hip hop need a reset button, bro. We need to hit that bit and just that should just erase everybody that's out there. We need to start over.
Start over from the scratch.
Start over from the scratch, man. We need a reset, man. It's just too much. It's too much. Too much games. I feel like being played right now. And I mean, like, yeah. I mean, she's beefing with Travis Scott. Not really beefing, but she's. She's not liking the tactics that they chose to use to gain album sales or but at the same time, like, it's the same tactics that she's using as well.
Exactly.
And what I mean is, like, she was selling tickets to like concerts, and you know what I'm saying, selling merch.
Bundle with the ticket, you get a free album download.
Yeah, and that counts towards sales. Towards your album. And I'm just like, what? Like, why is that relevant? Like, yeah, it should count to your sales. It should count to your purse, though, man, and that's your business. Yeah, it's not like, why is it got to be public? Like, why do we need stats? Like, why is stats important? Like, I
guess it's an ego thing, man. Mm-hmm. It's an ego thing to know that my music is good enough to stand on its own, and I'm not speaking to either artist right here. Yeah, but if me as an artist, P Double, my music is good enough to stand on its own, that you as a fan are gonna come to buy my music on its own. Yeah, I don't gotta sell you a shirt. And say, okay, if you buy my shirt for $20, then you get the album as a free download. You know what I'm saying? So I guess with her, that's what she's trying to say.
But she's doing the same thing.
Exactly. Everybody's doing the same thing. They all trying to figure it out.
Let me show you why I also think she's still doing it, in the sense that I kept on hearing this Queen Radio. I'm like, what? Yeah. Nicki Minaj got Queen Radio. Like, where's that at? Like, oh, it's on Beats One. Beats One? Where's that at? Oh, it's on Apple Music. Oh, okay. Well, I have an iPhone. Let me check out Apple. When you know what I'm saying? I went on there and it was like, episode 5, 2.5 hours. I was like, Nicki Minaj talking for 2.5 hours? Get the fuck out of here. For real? Yo, let me give this a gander. You know what? She is talking. She's talking her shit. But periodically in there, she's playing her album.
So it's her talking, but she's playing her album.
Well, she be like, yo, hold on real quick. Throwing that song Fifi. And Fifi, the cover art for Fifi will show up. On across your play thing, it'll say Fifi, but featuring Tekashi. As if you just selected the song on your phone.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? But and if it goes on to, you know what I'm saying, she'll play like Dreams and all her songs or whatever. It's popping up on there. So guess what? She's gonna count that as an album sale.
Or as a stream.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's getting everybody to come over there to listen to her talk shit. Yeah. But at the same time, she's feeding you the album.
Got you.
See what I'm saying? So it's all games, and hey, listen, if it's working, good for y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Go ahead and do y'all thing. Go ahead and do y'all thing. But it's just enough. I'm tired of the games, man. I mean, I understand y'all, people are trying to eat and all that, but it's like the work is not standing on its own no more. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to hate on Nicki Minaj album, but
and I guess what we're saying is bigger than Nicki Minaj. It's the entire music industry.
Right, it is. And you know what I'm saying? As much as she's going out there saying people shitting on her, like, if y'all really look at it, somebody's supporting the hell out of her, because she's getting a lot of looks right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, she gets a lot of looks. You know what I'm saying? Virgil creating Off-White material for Nicki Minaj rollout. You know what I mean? You got, you know what I'm saying, Beats One Apple gave her a whole goddamn platform, you know what I'm saying? To sit there and talk on her door and give out her Dick Sucker Award and all this shit.
Whole nigga of the week
award. You know what I'm saying? With, you know what I'm saying, with her DJs in the back dick riding the shit out of her and all that. Yo, it's like, I'm like, yo, shout out to you, mama. I get it. You got a platform. Matter of fact, I'm kind of hating. I wish that's the kind of look we want, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, we know what it is, man. I know what it is. It's all a game. It's all gimmicks, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough of it, man. I just want to hear music. Music. And you're a rap artist, and I'm expecting to hear, you could rap, deliver on that. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving me the antics and this BS, man.
When and why did we get away from that? Because remember, when we was younger, we didn't really know anything about our artists' personal lives. We didn't, you knew about the beef here and there or whatever the case is. If you want to think back to the whole Biggie and Pac situation, you heard stuff here and there. The only time we actually heard about our artists is when they sat down for an interview. So when they sat down with the Source, with a Double XL, or when it was on BET. But other than that, before the whole social media shit, we didn't know nothing about the artists like that.
Yeah, but we constantly, you're right. We did.
So now,
now it's where
now Nicki Minaj's opinion and all these other artists, their opinion is clouding our judgment when it comes to the music.
Yeah, really, because if you listen to that Queen
yo,
shit, she popping shit. Like you might be like, well, maybe she right a little bit right there. Like if you listen to it,
really,
she talking her shit, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Like
so
I was like,
episode. You say it's episode 4 or 5 right now.
I listened to episode 5 for about 25 minutes. I was like,
so it's her talking on every episode.
She's still
every week.
crazy as hell, and you know what I'm saying, she got her DJ like her man's is in them and in there, but she's like, yo, yeah, fuck all that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? She still do the stupid shit that she does, but it's her. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, Nicki Minaj is talking. It's her. She's definitely talking. She's talking her shit. She's ready to defend herself. She got her boxing gloves on. She in it. She with the shits. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm like, why though? Why though? And I feel like, yo, ever since like Jay-Z's hitting the heights that he's hit, Jay-Z married the queen of R&B and they became the king and queen. And it's just, yo, these are heights that I feel like somebody cannot be. These people are not comfortable with just success. They have to be dominant. It's not. I'm not content with. I just put my art. You know what I'm saying, and I got number wrote. 2. And you know what I'm saying. It's not even what I got, man. This is like, yo, it got love. It got appreciation. Yeah. Or it didn't. Let me hit the drawing board and start over again. It's just more so like. You know what I'm saying? There's no more humbleness left in hip hop, man.
Nicki trying to convince us that this is the album.
Yes, man.
This is where it's at.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not number 2. I'm number 1.
I'm number 1. It's you talking me to liking something. And I don't. Hey, listen, I don't like it. Well, this is why you should like it. Like you selling me timeshare. I don't want to buy your timeshare. Get out of here. You mean like I gotta pay all year to come here once a year? Fuck this.
Oh man, that's crazy. Man. All right, man. So I don't know,
but
man.
Bars don't kill me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nikki, you need to stop it though. Like,
nah, go ahead.
Humble your bumbleclad self. Stop it.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Do whatever you gotta do. Go on with the fuckery, man. If it's that work, go on, make it go on.
No, man.
It's on me or you to like. You know what? This ain't for me. Ignore it and move on with your life. You feel me? And that's what I'm gonna do. Like, yo, that's why. Like, again, like we didn't catch this part in the opening of the podcast, but that's what's kicked off the conversation we was having. Was like, yo, man, I had to like just kind of delete all the social media shit off my phone for a little bit, man. I feel like I'm forced to deal with a lot of this stupid shit that, you know what I mean, I don't give a fuck about. Like, I don't care about Nicki Minaj beefing with fucking Travis Scott and fucking her album sales. I listened to the album because I knew it was coming out. To me, it sucked, and that's all.
Got you.
That is it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she sucked. I'm just saying the album sucked. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't fucking with it.
I feel you.
But that goes with the whole thing too. It's like, yo, yeah, we on a podcast and people gonna eat us up for our opinions and shit like that. But yo, man, I'm tired of being politically correct all the damn time, man. Like, yo, nigga, it sucked, bruh.
Yeah.
Listen to you. Look at you. You ain't want to say it. Go ahead, say it.
No.
Politically correct ass duh, man. Go ahead, man.
Damn. So why you hit me like that,
yeah,
fam?
Man. Come on, man.
Yeah, fam.
Don't be pussy, bro. You know that shit. Don't be pussy, dog.
Bullshit.
You like the album?
No.
If you had to choose a word between suck or okay, what would you give it?
I would say it's okay.
God,
I wouldn't say it sucked. It was okay, man. I guess beyond that, it wasn't for me.
Oh man,
it's not for me, bro.
Safe responses.
Nigga, you hit me with the fucking it wasn't for me a couple of times when we talked about.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to be safe, man. Niggas
so you ain't trying to be safe no more?
Yeah, I ain't trying to be safe no more. Fuck being safe. That's, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't trying to be safe no more?
I'm trying to be dangerous, man.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, so let's talk.
Be dangerous, man. Cut out. Stop playing
so
defense,
is we key all now, or we back to being killer?
Yo, man, we ain't doing that. That's what it is, man.
Is we key all now, or we back to being killer?
Listen, my profile's on private. Yeah, I know who I am. Yeah, I mean, hey.
Oh shit! All right, so let's move on off some hip hop shit. I know y'all say we don't talk about it. A lot of people like, yo, man, it's some sports shit going on. Da, 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 da. But I feel like every now and then a sports topic got to come across that's kind of relevant for me to talk about it. I don't want to sit here and talk about X and O's and, you know what I'm saying, niggas ain't running their pick and rolls properly. Niggas ain't blocking. and the quarterback ain't getting open, the quarterback getting sacked. Like, yo, I ain't trying to talk all that shit. So right now, Skylar Diggins is Yahoo Sports.
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins compares her salary to Harrison Barnes, and she says, "Do you know his stats? And was he an all-star?" Right. So let me read what she said. She says, "I'm the highest paid player on the Dallas Wings, and my salary is in the low six figures. Harrison Barnes is the highest paid player on the Dallas Mavericks. He made $24 million last season. Yeah, he's definitely younger than me. Do you know his stats? Was he an all-star? I mean, it doesn't matter. But last year, I was first team all WNBA, which only goes to 5 players. I was also WNBA all-star for the 3rd time."
But so can you beat Harrison Barnes though?
Of course you can't beat Harrison Barnes.
So what
but the thing is that he made made $24 million last season, and she made in the low 6 figures.
Yeah.
So what do we call low? Let's establish what we call low six figures.
The
200s.
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 Yeah.
So let's just say she made in the 200s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Does she have a point? And it's a lot that goes into it, and I'm gonna kind of talk about all of it. But initially, does she have a point? I'm an all-star. Okay. I'm one of the best players in the WNBA.
Does she have a right? I say she has a right to make the comparison.
Got you.
She has a right to make that comparison, and I'm saying she has a right to fight for, to get more bread.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, earn a better living for herself. You know, and she has a right to know her worth, and you know what I'm saying, pursue that. She has that right, I would say.
All right. So the article goes on to say Diggins is a better player in her league than Barnes is in his, but the NBA generates far more revenue than the WNBA.
Okay,
so that's where you get the disparity right there.
Right.
But a lot of women will look at this and be like, oh, you know, men, the usual men getting paid more than a woman gets paid to do the same job. Yeah. Basketball player is a job. We both agree?
Yeah. Why are you leading the witness, bro? Can you get to your damn... What?
I'm just trying to...
Objection, Your Honor. Leading the witness.
I'm just trying to establish... I'm just trying to establish certain shit, man.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So it's both a job, right?
Yeah.
And she's complaining that as a woman, I'm not getting paid as much as the man, and I'm better at what I'm doing in my league than he is in what he's doing in his. Yeah. But she's trying to say this nigga's garbage. This nigga's trash. He trash. Yeah. And he the highest paid player on his team. And I'm the best paid player on my team, and I'm not getting it half as much as he getting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I think that she's kind of delusional because she's not taking into consideration that nobody watches the NBA, Skylar. It's like, sorry.
The WNBA,
nobody watches the WNBA. Like, I don't want to see a whole bunch of women out here shooting threes and getting layups and like the best thing right now a woman
Barnes
can do.
Feel away though?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. Like
he can't clap back though.
He can't clap back. Like, but she out here catching bodies though.
Hey, he should just post a picture on IG in front of his house and couple bread, like have 200,000 laid out.
You right.
Just body her like that.
Humble brag.
You know what I'm saying? Humble brag. You know what I mean? No cap.
But she out here shooting with the eyes closed though, man. She out here just blah 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 letting off. You know what I'm saying? She catching mad bodies. And don't know who the hell she killing.
Again, she has every right to do this, and I feel like if she knows her worth and she feel like she's good at her profession, she has every right to go ahead and fight for more bread.
But does she know her worth though?
Yeah, I mean, like, how you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me though? Like, I'm out here balling on the court. I'm schooling all these hoes.
Okay,
like, not yo. Let me take that back. I don't want to say hoes. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all.
We got
that was wrong. That was wrong.
PC.
I'm not trying to be PC, but that's just wrong, bro. There's a difference. That was a wrong thing to say.
Go ahead.
There's a difference, bro. All right, but yeah, she's playing better than all the other females out there in the court. So I would venture that she'll feel like, yo, I'm worth a lot more, and bringing that kind of attention garners some kind of level of respect, you know what I'm saying, to the league that she's playing in. So at the same time, bigging up herself, she's bigging up her league, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I feel like, yo, go ahead and fight for yours, mama. I mean, my point would be, like, she gotta remember there was a point in time where, like, you know, there was like, you know, old school NBA players that weren't getting that kind of bread, you know what I'm saying?
You right.
So it's not until it's up to y'all in your sport to really, you know what I'm saying, start putting on some highlight reels, man. Start really crossing chicks up on the court. Start doing something that, you know what I'm saying, garners more attention to your league. It's based on performance on there, and that's if we're not watching if us as men or people are not feeling like this is competitive enough, then
it's competitive as shit. But my thing is that listen. Like you said, until y'all start crossing each other up, until y'all start dunking on each other.
Listen, I'm gonna be sexist.
What they need to do is drop the rim down.
Right. Yeah.
They need to lower the rim level.
Right. Because what I was gonna say is, and this is mad. I thought about this before I came on the podcast. I was like, I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Mm-hmm. Yo, if you go
Killer's back.
If you go to he's back. If you go to the court, right? You know what I'm saying? On your local block, you know what I'm saying, where them boys ball at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You hit 5 of them courts, man, and pick up 5 of the dudes that you know really
get it in.
And you put them on the court with best WNBA players. Uh-huh. Who's gonna win?
Probably them 5 dudes that really get it.
So
in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't really. if I know 5 people could beat y'all, and I really can't really feel like that's a competitive sport that I'm watching. You know what I'm saying?
That's messed up, dude.
Yeah, you want to kill her? Y'all want to kill her? All right, yeah.
Y'all know killers. I know killer. Huh? But you're right, though. You're right. I could go to the park and pick up 5 hustlers.
Right.
And they could probably murk a championship WNBA team, bro.
So how you gonna tell me that's a competitive sport I'm watching? It's not, man. Y'all really gotta load a hoop, like my man said. You know what I mean?
It gotta be more highlights.
It gotta be more highlights for y'all.
The highlights can't be, crunch time, you hit a 3 and win the game.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? The highlights can't be you doing a freaking reverse that Jordan did back in 1990.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I mean? Nah. So I feel like she don't really know her worth, right? And at this point, the WNBA is not worth as much as she would like it to be worth. So she expecting her salary to be up in the millions, but one, y'all barely got any TV contracts. I think WNBA pretty much only comes on ESPN. So y'all ain't got no ABC, NBC, CBS contracts like that because y'all ain't got even. People ain't even coming to the games, bro.
Ice Cube big 3 for the finna pass it. Like,
yeah. when I look at the stands, like, all right, last night I was on the phone and the WNBA game was on, and I'm looking, I'm just like, yo, it ain't nobody in the stands.
Yeah, but it's like, yo,
it's nobody in the stands.
I'm saying, like, doesn't that say something?
So you can't. Yes. He might be one of the most garbage players on the Dallas Mavericks, and he getting paid a whole bunch of money. Yeah, but people is paying to watch. Like, he's collateral damage.
Exactly, and if they make it to
I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but basically, people are paying to watch the Dallas Mavericks or whoever might be on the Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki or whoever else they got there on their roster. And he just happens to be on the team too. Yeah. And he negotiated a good contract. So he was good at one point. Yeah. And he You get paid what you can negotiate.
Right. Exactly. But that's why I say she has every right to throw out any defense she could make to prove her point and negotiate herself into a better tax bracket. Shout out to her. I'm not insulting her angle or anything like that. Go ahead and make your argument.
Skylar,
keep shitting on him. Hey, man.
Not to be super sexist, but to be sexist at the same time. Take off your clothes.
Nah, I wasn't ready to go there.
Take off your clothes.
I wasn't ready to go.
Pose for Playboy. Do the body issue with ESPN.
Man, we ain't never getting
twerk.
We never get
twerk on the gram.
We're not getting on Spotify like this.
Do something like that, and then you'll get your money on the side. The WNBA ain't gonna get you the money. You know what I'm saying? You got. Listen,
son,
hold on.
Hold on.
I gotta go. I gotta go in. Gotta go in. Lil Wayne gave you more attention than you playing basketball gets you. Because Lil Wayne used to talk about Skylar Diggins all the time, and he was just trying to smash. So he got you when he was on top, or falling off his grace or whatever. Yeah. He got you more attention than you got from playing freaking basketball. So you gotta take off your clothes, Playboy.
Yo, Dub, stop, man.
You got to take off your clothes for ESPN the magazine.
Nah, Skylar.
You got to do some modeling. Nah. You got to do, that's what you got to do, because WNBA is not where it's at, B.
Hey,
sorry.
All right, work on your half court shot. Maybe if you hit that at a 60% rate.
I don't care how good she can play basketball. It's not going to do nothing for her, bro. Right. You got a pretty face. Use it.
That's
moving on.
Yeah. Awkward.
So a Texas school district is charging students to get confiscated phones back.
Yo, big up to that, yo. Take them ish. Take it.
They're charging students, or they're charging parents. If you get your phone snatched while you at school, they're charging them $10 to get their phone back. How we feel about that? How you feel about that as a parent?
Go for it, man. As a parent, I feel like go for it, man. I mean, like, yo, that's just, at the dinner table or in school, at your job, you don't pull out your phone like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta show the same level of respect to a teacher, and especially in a classroom atmosphere where your phone can be a distraction. Phone should not be out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It should not be out. That's period. So, I mean, I can't even imagine. Can you imagine? I mean, we too old to, to have had phones when we were in high school. Can you imagine having
phones? I had a cell phone when I was in high school, bro.
I mean, man, we had cell phones. We didn't have smartphones, bro. There's a difference, right?
You got me.
There's definitely a difference.
I definitely had the green screen going on.
Yeah, definitely. The
Nokia.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. Like, yo, I couldn't imagine, like, you know what I'm saying, sitting there scrolling through my phone while the teacher talking. Like, I couldn't.
It's mad disrespectful.
Texting, like, yo, imagine, like, yo, nobody be paying attention. I be, yo, bro, what class you in right now? Like, yo, they finna fight right now. They arguing, cuz. Like, let's get front row seats. Like, yo.
Put it on live.
Yeah.
You on live.
Nah, I can't imagine that, man. That's disrespectful. Take them phones. And because they said that initially they took the phones and required that a parent came and got it. Yeah. So if they take, but they realized that was even ineffective. So you mean to tell me, like, parents are giving the kids cell phones in the first place.
They're getting taken.
They're getting taken. The parent has to go and get the phone.
And the parent's just like, nah, B.
And the parent goes and get the phone, gives it back to the kid, and the kid goes back into class. So if my kid get in trouble for that, like, they gonna hold on to this ass whooping. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They will second guess about pulling out their cell phone again in class. So how is this? You know what I'm saying? Happening? So yeah, charging $10. You know what I'm saying? Playing for the faculty pizza party. You know what I'm saying? Go for it, man.
It's the way I look at this, man. I look at it like this, man. If you were MC, you out here flossing, and you get your chain taken. Okay, you gonna pay to get your chain back?
No, I don't see how the correlation in this. Right now.
It's pretty much the same thing. You flossing on the teacher. Hey, I ain't trying to listen to what Miss Jazowski got to say. I got my iPhone X.
Okay.
I want to stunt on my iPhone X in front of everybody. You know what I mean? I want to be the coolest kid in the class. Da 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 da. All right, you flossing? You flossing?
Well,
let me get that. If
you're an MC and you go to the BET Awards and they say, "Yo, no chains beyond this door," you go in there with your chain.
I'm just gonna tuck mine in.
Yeah, I'm
gonna tuck mine in.
Yeah.
And when you get past the door, you probably let it out.
Yeah, if you're feeling bold enough.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying.
You get your chain. But the thing is, that's a different correlation too, because it's not okay. No chains after this point. It's tuck your chain in at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Tuck your chain in.
So with the phone, you gotta tuck hey man, don't use your phone while I'm talking. Da 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 da. But you still want to floss, and you say, all right, man.
All right, what if you're a teacher and you turn around, you getting as a kid videotaping you, Snapchatting you. You know what I'm saying? As you teaching, you don't feel some type of way?
Of course.
So like, why are you putting teachers in? You know what I'm saying, putting teachers in a position where they want to punch a kid in the face? Like, I don't feel like if I turn around and there's a camera like recording me, I'm litty as fuck. I'm like, yo, I mean, we've seen plenty of videos these days.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? In the classroom and shit. You
know
what I mean?
The way I'm looking at it is that there should be a code check. It should be a phone check. As soon as you come into class, slots. Put your phone right here in the slots. If it's an emergency, then that's a whole different story. But y'all coming inside this classroom, I got these pouches set up, put your phone in there. You know what I'm saying?
To that aspect.
That way, it ain't no turn your shit off, put it in there. Ain't no using the phone, right? But I don't know. I think it's a little excessive to charge kids to get their phone back.
Nah.
Like where does the revenue? Like is it revenue?
Nah.
Or is it punishment?
They're donating money, but it's
donating to who?
Local charities, according to the article. Hey man, I ain't say it. They did.
They ain't donating to no damn
but,
local.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, look, I'm just saying, like, there gotta be some kind of, you know what I'm saying, rules set in place that kids should follow as far as when it comes to cell phones.
Yeah,
cell phones should not be in class, man. I had a hard enough time in class paying attention without having a electronic device to distract me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let alone these kids these days, like you know what I'm saying, with Fortnites and IGs and Snapchat. Yo, it's just too much distraction, man. Yeah. I can't even function regular. I'm not even at school. Yeah. Like I said, I had to cut all that off my social media because I couldn't function. I had to cut up all my social media for a little while. I'm on a social media diet right now. I'm a social media vegan. Like, I had to cut it out for a little bit, man.
You probably got ADD, bro. You really got to check that.
No, I do. I do have ADD. I'm pretty sure I do.
Fucking with you. Yeah. Oh man, but I thought it was an interesting article, man. Like I said, man, I think it's a little excessive to try to. It just seemed like a revenue stream to me, and who's to say is that this school is really, really donating to whatever they say that they donating to by charging kids $10 or charging kids' parents $10 to get their phone back, man. If I'm a MC and nigga snatch my chain, nigga, I ain't paying you $10 to get my chain back, nigga. I'm not saying I need to resort to violence, but I'm whooping somebody's ass to get my chain back, bro.
All right. You go ahead and drive that one home, Dub. All
right, so you sent me the story earlier. Mollie Tibbetts, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Mollie Tibbetts is a young woman from Iowa. Iowa, is that correct?
Yeah.
Young woman from Iowa.
Before you go into the whole intro, and this, if we do put out a clip on YouTube on this one, I just want to say first and foremost, I'm going to say a bunch of stuff that I ain't got no facts and no proof of.
Got you. All right. It is what it is. Y'all got the disclaimer. Bootleg Cable Podcast. You ain't here for the facts. You're here for the opinions.
That's all I got right now.
So y'all going to take this opinion right now.
Holies.
So it was a month-long search for Mollie Tibbetts, and it came to a tragic end this week when investigators located the 20-year-old bodies in a cornfield near her hometown of Brooklyn, Iowa. Tibbetts, who was set to start her sophomore year at the University of Iowa this week, was dog sitting for her boyfriend at the time of her disappearance and was last seen jogging on the evening of July 18th. So, dog sitting for her boyfriend. She went jogging. According to the story, this dude, We'll explain who the dude is in a little bit. Dude came out of nowhere and was just like, yo, like he started following her while she was jogging.
Yeah.
And basically,
I'm sure the world knows by now, bro. I promise you they do.
Yeah, true. But basically, he said to her, I mean, some people that might have, I wasn't really familiar with this story like that until you told me about it. Okay. So he started following her. Yeah. And basically, she threatened to call the cops on him. And then it went south from there. So you take it away from there.
All right. So I'm taking it away from all right. So maybe about 3 weeks back. Yeah. You know, I'm watching the news and I see this father come on TV, you know what I'm saying? Mollie, you know, we're holding on to hope. We know you're out there safe, baby. And we're just here and we're taking care of each other until you come back to us. Got you. And I was just like, wow, man, that was, a missing daughter. Daughter, this dad, this late, this like heavy little, you know what I'm saying, speech, but it was so well thought out and well said. And I was like, okay, well, okay. Next day or two, you know what I mean, I'm on another news channel and I'm seeing this and I'm like, yo, wait, there's nobody else missing in the world right now? Like, what's the significance behind this Mollie Tibbetts chick? Like, why is it like, I'm saying, like every day I turn on the news, Mollie Tibbetts, she's missing. I'm like, yo, it's some odd 90,000 people go missing per day.
What makes her so special?
What makes her so special, right? Like, why is this so significant? And you know what I'm saying, as the weeks pursue, I'm still hearing it. And I'm saying now, you know, I mean, the boyfriend, I hear the whole boyfriend story about, you know, he went there and she went running or whatever, and last text messages and all this. And I'm just like, wait, yo, like, why Mollie Tibbetts? And I'm saying to myself, yo, something's up with this, man. Something's up with this. Yeah. And I mentioned it to one of my coworkers. I'm like, other people don't go missing. They're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What if that family has the money to really, you know what I'm saying, push this? I'm like, yo, so how they do that? They just call up a news station and say, yo, we got a bunch of money, we want to pay $50,000 so we could, you know what I'm saying, really push the pursuit of Mollie Tibbetts, you know what I mean? And lo and behold, man, unfortunately, this young lady was found, you know what I mean, dead in a cornfield. Yeah. And who was the killer?
Undocumented immigrant.
Undocumented immigrant.
Mexico. So they say, just to kind of reiterate what I was just saying, it said that in their interrogation, 24-year-old farm worker confessed to following Tibbetts, saying he was inexplicably drawn to her after he exited his car to run alongside her. Tibbetts threatened to call the police, which made him angry. After that, investigators said that Rivera, that's his last name, said he blacked out and woke up later to find her dead in his car.
Again, I can't prove nothing, but I feel like his story is accurate.
Yeah,
I do. I feel like it's too convenient, man. I'm sorry, bro. I know I'm going there. Thin falls has on and all that, bro.
Okay.
But it's just too convenient that this person, a young lady who had her future ahead of her, you know, college student and got killed. And, you know what I'm saying, it's unfortunate. If, you know what I mean, if I am wrong, I hope I am. Yeah. You know what I mean, got killed, and, you know, all of a sudden the talks is now of a wall.
Yeah, of course.
Immediately. Yeah. Donald Trump to the forefront.
Yeah.
A wall. There's other people that get killed in America every day, bro.
Yeah.
But Mollie Tibbetts.
This one fits the agenda.
Right.
Young, beautiful white woman with the future ahead of her, killed by this terrible
future taken away from her.
Killed by this terrible immigrant, this vicious murderer of an immigrant, undocumented immigrant, came here.
Undocumented. They had to say it too.
Yeah, he came here. He worked for whatever farm that was there. He'd been here for like 5 years.
He
used a fake 7.
They say 7, and
he used a fake ID.
And he's documented though, right?
Yeah, technically he used a fake ID and this, that, and the third. And the people that own the farm that he worked for came out and said, "Oh, he's what they said, he's not the person who he claimed to be. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, and somebody else, I think it was another like a millionaire or billionaire came out and said something. No, Stephen King came out and was just like, yeah, not to take away that she was murdered, but the Vegas shooter killed how many people? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's violence that goes on every day in this country. It's people that get murdered every single day. Why is it that we using this story specifically? And we all know why. It's pushing the narrative, bro. It's pushing the narrative that we don't have strong borders, and that's all because of Obama. We don't have strong borders. We don't have we're not tough on immigration. Yeah. We're not tough on this. We're not tough on crime, and we're not da 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 da. And all of these problems that came over from Obama, I'm trying to fix. And
and demonizing, and really, like, I mean, they're treating Mexicans like they're dirt, bro. Yeah. Like, they are dirt. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't even believe, like, in my head, like I said, man, I'm in my tinfoil hat is on, like, this, the whole plot just sound fucked up to me, bro. Yeah. It just sounded a little bit too fucking convenient to me, bro. And I believe this dude for real. Like, he woke up, blood on him. Oh, shit. What the fuck? You did it, Chico. What do you mean? Chico, you killed her. What the fuck you talking about? Like, I was just jogging with her. Chico, so you, I don't think Chico did none of that shit. I think Chico's taking an L, bro.
Really?
Yo, bro, come on. Like I said, man, for fucking a whole month, man. Yeah. Mollie Tibbetts I knew her name, bro.
Yeah. Say her name.
Mollie Tibbetts, bro. Her name. I knew her name, bro. What the fuck? Why did I know this little white girl's name? You know what I'm saying? Why, bro? And I'm just saying.
For this to be the conclusion.
For this to be the conclusion. It's just a little bit, my thin file hat is on. It's too convenient for me, bro. I'm rolling with that. It's too effing convenient. I know I'm out there, bro. Too convenient, bro.
You know what,
Too
dude?
motherfucking convenient, bro.
You're not, man. You're not out there, bro.
Donald Trump stood up right away, bro. It wasn't even like a little, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a if, ands, or maybe. He didn't tweet out about it, bro. He sat down and did an interview. And pursued and continued to call them, you know what I'm saying, these horrible, vicious criminals, and you know what I'm saying, same shit he did to the Central Park 6 or
Central Park 5.
Central Park 5. Yeah. Same shit that they was doing back then to us. It's the same shit he's doing to these Mexicans so they could build a wall, bruh. So they could build a wall, man. So that, you know what I'm saying, what, in Iowa? I bet you ain't nobody over there like no Mexicans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's just all too convenient, bro. And I'm like, yo, they pissing on you, calling it rain, fam. Like, y'all.
Hey, I'm with you, bro.
They're not even saying close your eyes, bro. It's I'm they pissing on you and calling it rain, man.
I'm tinfoil hatting with you, bro.
Yo.
Like, you done brought me to the light.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was like, yo, I'm going to sound stupid as fuck. I know, man. But, yo, it's the time, like, bro.
He don't speak no English.
No English. No nothing. Can't speak for himself, bruh.
And he just supposedly went and just jogging beside this chick that he found attractive, and then just blacked out and killed her. He probably a little slow. He probably got some mental situations going on.
He's marked out, man.
And they was just like, yo, man, do this for your family, bro. We'll pay your family off, man. Your family will be straight for the rest of their lives. We're trying to push this agenda. Let's do this. And then the craziest thing is that me saying that, you saying that, a lot of people will be like, yo, why? Why would you? Yo, they got a whole series, I think it's on Netflix, about people that confess to murders that they never committed. Yeah. It's a series about this shit, bro.
Really? I ain't know that.
Yes. That about people that confess. It's called the confession tapes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's about people that confess to murders that they did not commit. Yeah. And they have evidence that these people did not commit the murders, but they confessed to them shits. Right. This could be, like you said, this could be one of them situations,
it's one of them situations, man. It was all preordained, bro.
And they say she, you know, they did the autopsy and she died from multiple sharp wounds into her body cavity. So I mean, dude, R.I.P. to Mollie Tibbetts, man.
I watched her dad make all the speeches, bro. The speeches was just too perfect. This man didn't cry, didn't shed a tear, bro. He was courageous. He had all the courage and love and empathy in the world. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna see you soon, baby. You're coming home to us. Cue the violins. Bruh, I ain't with it, bruh. I'm sorry. I'm not with it, bruh. And right after that, okay, let's build a wall.
Oh, yeah.
Let's build a wall, man.
Use it. Gotta use it, man. It fits the narrative, man.
Yeah, man.
It fits the created narrative, bro. So a lot of people saying it's not a problem with undocumented immigrants. It's a problem with toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is the thing that
and I heard that and I seen that and I'm just like, okay, so like, how do you cure that? Like, that seems if that really is a thing.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah, toxic masculinity. Men having a problem with women.
Say that 3 times fast.
Toxic masculinity. Yeah, I told you I got ADD, bro. I can't. Toxic masculinity. Yeah, that word. That way. That way.
Yo, that's gonna be the title. That's gonna be the title of this podcast episode.
Yeah.
Toxic masculinity. I live in a You remember?
Yeah.
You remember? Finding Nemo. Yeah. Finding Nemo. Or it said, "What I live in? You live in anonymity." What? Shit, I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah,
anonymity. Toxic masculinity.
I don't know how to say that, but like where do you get off saying that? And if it's true, like, how do you cure that? Like, you saying Mexicans got it too? Like, everybody got it. No.
Well, yeah, Mexicans do have it too.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're saying it's not an immigration thing. It's toxic masculinity.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're talking about a universal problem then, right?
Of course.
So maybe that's just how the universe works.
So I feel you. Once again, man. R.I.P. Mollie Tibbetts, man. You know, I got daughters. You know what I mean? I would never, you know. Yeah. We already know the whole deal. So
hence why we shouldn't have been telling Skylar Diggins to take her shirt off.
Whatever.
But go ahead.
Yo, R.I.P. Mollie. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
I hate that the fact that her death is being politicized like this is not right. And you know, her family is not politicizing it like that.
Yeah. They talking about toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity. Yeah. Shit, man. I just had somewhere that I was going with that shit, but I didn't. It slipped my damn mind, bro. God damn.
About toxic masculinity.
Yeah, man. Something. I was going somewhere with the Me Too movement or something like that. It was right. I was just about to say it, but fuck. It is what it is, man. It wasn't. I guess it wasn't that important.
Putting out new terms, man.
Yeah. That's that shit I don't like, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump off with this shit first.
All right.
The shit I don't like is when people take their opinion and then state it like it's fact. That's that shit I don't like. When people state their opinion like it's fact. Like, yo, you have an opinion on this. I feel like this situation is this. I feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is not what it is. But I feel like this situation is that. And then somebody goes against your opinion and you're stating your opinion like it's fact. Like, this is what happened. And no, that's not what happened. It's how you feel about what happened. I hate that shit, bro. Like, you can't sit here and argue with me like so strongly about your opinion. Like, yo, we all for this podcast, we give our opinions on everything. Right? So my opinion is that, yo, Skylar Diggins, go take your clothes off if you want to make some money because you're a beautiful woman and men want to see chicks naked. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Right.
If you're against that, that's fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
You feel a different way. But that's just my opinion on the situation. Yeah. But now if I start acting like, yo, this is fact, like this is what Skylar, this is what you have to do.
Yeah, it's what you have to do. Yeah.
Nah, Pete, that ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion, bro. That's what you think.
Yeah.
We all got different opinions. That's just mine. I can't sit here and put my opinion on you like it's fact. Right. So that's that shit I don't like. When y'all be out here putting your opinions out like it's fact, but it's not. It's just how you feel about the situation, bro.
I like that, man. That's that shit I don't like.
That's that shit I don't like.
All right, man. That's that shit I don't like, man. People that try to stunt / flex on you. Try to make you feel less of a person. Based on the success of a family member?
What?
Wait, nigga, what did Kelly just say? Niggas try to stunt on you. Like, you know, my brother a doctor and he working, he went a couple of degrees and like, nigga, but you here working with me, bitch ass nigga. What you nigga, that ain't your success.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, my daughter, you know, she went to Harvard and she graduated MIT and well, nigga, you here working with me, you bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Did she send you any money? She didn't get you out of here. Why you oversharing and trying to stunt on me for? First of all, I just said good morning. Like, don't try to hit me with your people's success. Try to make yourself feel look better and all that. It just make me feel like you that much more of a chump.
Royce the 5'9" been trying to get his pops out of the post office for his entire rap career, bro.
What's with that, though? What is with that? Like, how?
So his pops could be like going to work every single day while he drop. You know, my son Royce the 5'9", he one of the best rappers on the planet.
What level of monetary success would it take for you to get your dad out of the post office, bro?
I don't know.
Nigga, bro, if I hit $1 million, my dad getting out of the post office, man. Why is people talking about, their parents is still here? And
he probably ain't hit $1 million yet, bro.
Royce the 5'9" ain't hit $1 million? You don't feel that way?
I don't know.
Then I feel like, you should not. I feel like until you get your dad out the post office, you should never post another picture of your chain, your car, and any of that.
I agree.
First priority to get your pop out the post office. Yeah. And we're just saying that about Royce the 5'9". Ain't really towards Royce the 5'9". But I feel like I see a lot of rappers and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in position of success have that same story where they say, my mom is working over here, I'm like, nah, man, so how much more money you gonna get before you get your mom out of that? Like, how much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna talk about it or you gonna be about it?
Yeah, for real. Right?
Yeah, man. I focus with you on that, man. So one more time, state that's that shit I don't like.
Man, people that try to stunt on you, flex on you, with their family members' success. It ain't your success.
Goddamn.
You know what I mean?
All right, man. Bootleg Cable Podcast, man. Follow us across different social media platforms. We on iTunes. We on SoundCloud. We on Instagram. We on Twitter. We on YouTube. We on Facebook. Hey, man.
If you enjoyed this episode, share with somebody else, man.
Definitely.
Tell somebody else, man. These dudes is doing it, man. Check this out. You know what I mean?
And we from the ground up, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that.
And I'm tired of begging y'all. So, you know what I mean? Do it or fuck up and get off this fucking podcast. Don't listen to our shit.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna share with nobody.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you. Hey, you ain't here for the facts.
You're here for the motherfucking opinions.
We out, man.